Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel and to something new. Yes, I have played Outriders, and so we played this when it was in beta, right? Two friends of mine and I were playing this, and after beta we all said, not we both, we all three of us said, you know what, this game has potential. There's some good things in there that we kind of enjoy and think that's good. And yeah, so on release we didn't buy it, unfortunately. It was just like, I don't know, I will just wait, see how the game goes, and yeah, see how it develops, right, over time. Lately though, we had the chance to try it out. I got gifted a Xbox Game Pass from my buddy, and he was like, hey, did you see Outriders is in there? What do you think? Should we try it out together? Let's have a look how the game went so far. And I was like, sure, let's jump in, let's have a quick look. And I have to say, it was quite enjoyable, right? So, what you see in the background is me in Expeditions, the end game of Outriders, with a second character actually. The first one I've played in co-op with my buddy, and we were just taking our time going through the campaign together. We are like, I don't know, maybe 1/3 is left or something. We are nearing the end game there for sure. But then he didn't have time to play too much, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make a new character and go to end game just to get a feel of how fast you can level up a character, how it feels, how the end game goes. And this is the result here, right? So yeah, playing as a Technomancer here, this was the class I was playing in the beta. When I played with my buddy, I went for a Pyromancer, which is probably one of the harder classes to use actually. It feels quite squishy, so it's like, okay, I want to go back to what I've played in the beta and see how that developed. And holy smokes, that one is just insane, right? It's a pure firepower build, in case you are wondering. I was doing the tree and stuff and gear by myself for, I would say 80%. Like on level 25, 26. I was like, okay, I'm gonna look up what other people are doing with this class, and mixed and mashed all of the ideas together to the one you see in the background, right? So, yeah. It works extremely well, honestly. I love how this class feels to play. And yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about the game, right? It's like a first look at... we haven't done that in a while, so let's jump right in. So graphically speaking, I enjoy it, honestly. I think it looks good. Could there be improvements made? Yeah, sure, but honestly, I don't care too much about graphics. For me, the most important thing is always the gameplay, right? And the gameplay loop feels honestly pretty nice. You run around, you click some heads, and you have fun, right? Yeah, that is honestly the most enjoyable thing about this game, is just how it feels, right? The guns feel different. You can play with, if you play an LMG, which I did in the beginning, just to have a big mag until I had certain skills unlocked on the character, right? Then I switched to a burst AR. Yeah, but it felt very different running around with the LMG compared to the AR, right? I was using a sniper rifle as a secondary sometimes. Sometimes I even dabbled into SMGs just to like get a feel of how these guns feel and perform. But I have to say, the burst AR for this class is absolutely amazing. You can play it with an LMG, no problem at all. That's why I have a LMG as a secondary that I carry with me if I ever wanna go and just don't think, don't aim, and just spray. Which can be very much fun, don't get me wrong, right? But yeah, I honestly like the burst AR very much. What I also love is that if you find an AR that has the stats that you like, but it is, let's say, fully automatic, you can change the gun into a burst fire or single shot AR easily, and that is very exciting. I think that makes it way more accessible, because you find, let's say, an LMG, but it has this the one variant that has a wind-up time. It's like the AN-94 from Black Ops 2, right? The first couple of shots are with a different RPM than the next ones. It's reversed here, so the first ones you fire are very slow, you wind up to a speed, and then you have a constant rate of fire. I didn't enjoy that too much, but with a couple of upgrade materials I changed it around to a normal, in quotes, LMG, and was just able to play with that. And that's very, very good, right? You can level up a gun if you enjoy it, so you don't have to rely on drops too much once you have the one you want. For this character I haven't found the AR that I really want to play, and I just was using this one since level 20 or something and constantly kept leveling it up. And that is amazing, right? That really feels good, that you just can, oh hey, I like this weapon, I want to take this with me and I want to keep it, just level it up and you're good to go, right? That's really amazing. That makes it, as I said, quite accessible, and that is, I guess, the whole point that I want to make. The game feels more accessible for more casual players, right? Which is a big, probably the biggest plus point that I see in this game, is like, it's not that deep that you get lost that easily, right? We picked the game up, we played together. Now we had, like, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks that my friend wasn't able to play, and he can come back. I have a character there that is almost the same level as his, and we can just play together again and just continue where we left, right? You don't have to worry too much, especially throughout the campaign. You don't have to worry too much about your gear, to be honest. So yeah, if it gets too difficult, you can just lower your world tier, which is also a mechanic that I do enjoy, right? You get to control how hard the game is for you, so let's say you struggle too much, just lower your world tier by 1 or something until you feel comfortable again raising it up. And I like this mechanic, honestly, I do, especially for co-op play, especially for people that don't have the time to, like, grind out gear and stuff, right? Or just don't want to be honest. That happens as well. Now, for me, obviously the game is a bit too shallow in that regard. The second character, I was in endgame after 3 or 3.5 hours. Then I went back, did all the side quests, raised my world tier to 14, which is 1 under max. I just didn't felt grinding out the last tier. Probably will do that soon-ish. And then I jumped into expeditions, right? And I was like, okay, I want to see what this endgame has to offer. And yeah, it's amazing, right? You run through those expeditions, you don't have to worry about loot or anything. At the end, you get your loot, and you have a auto loot button. That's fucking amazing. I can't put it in any other way. I seriously enjoy this button so much. It makes it so convenient and easy. Even through the campaign, you just run through, loot when you have, like, killed a couple of people, you saw the drops. You don't have to run over and grab everything. No, you just press 1 button on your keyboard, or in my case, on the mouse, because you can rebind, of course, whatever you want. Which is honestly just a convenience thing, but it makes a whole lot. It makes a whole lot of a difference, let me tell you that. But as I touched on, for me it's a bit too shallow. I think it's not as bad as Anthem, because in Anthem we all have basically the same gun once we were in endgame. I don't know. I mean, we liked Anthem for a certain amount of time, and then we never went back to it, right? I can see the same problem here. That could happen. It doesn't have to. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, I mean, it's just a game that we can enjoy in co-op and have some fun with, and I think for that, it is definitely worth your time playing. But for me, as I said, it's a bit too shallow. Yeah. So what did I do? I went back to Warframe. Yes, some of you will be very excited to hear that, and there will be a Warframe video next. I seriously need to do a lot of catching up and also have a whole open world that I haven't explored too much in front of me, but we will talk about that in a Warframe video soon. For now, Outriders, my final words. It's fun, it's a good game to play with someone that can't invest a lot of time into the game, and you can like pick it up randomly, and it works, it's fun, and that's all that counts, right? So yeah, those are my final words. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, take care. Bye.
Found the pod, and the beast responsible for your missing people. Beasts were too quick. Never gave them time.
Thank you, Outriders. We can finally put some